Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Jinzle bringing you guys a brand new video here today. And today, as you guys know, I've been asking you guys these questions at the beginning of every video for the last couple of videos. And I believe the last question was, what is my most played game other than any Call of Duty? I don't actually think anybody got it right. Anyway, nobody got that question right, and the answer was actually Halo 3. But the question for today is actually going to be, what is my biggest goal for 2019? By the end of the year, what do I want to achieve? There's not actually too many answers for this one, so I kind of hope that, somebody gets it right, so I know at least somebody's paying attention. Anyway, guys, now that I left you with that information, let's get on with the video. So it's now the day after I actually ended up uploading a little datage yesterday. And that datage actually did exceptionally well for what I thought it was going to do. That's the first time I've done anything like that since I had 100 subscribers, actually. I was watching it with Rusty. We were going over a lot of our montages and things that we've uploaded throughout the years, and the last time I think I uploaded anything that was even remotely close to a montage was actually a mini-tage that I ended up throwing together for my 100 subscriber little special. So the big thing I want to talk about today here is, as you guys may or may not know, you guys know I'm not the biggest advocate for Black Ops 4, but, the snipers have been rumored to get a little bit of a nerf. So you guys might have seen the clip floating around on Twitter yesterday, or I think it actually might have been the day before. I'm actually not entirely sure now. But it was basically FaZe Testy, FaZe Testament. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit, I think I just shot through a triple! Maybe a quad. So the clip that was floating around was from FaZe Testy's video, and it's basically this clip where this guy was just lighting him up. He was putting bullets into him. I think he just jumped and turned on somebody. Just jumped, took a quick shot, nailed the guy, and killed him. After the guy had already put, probably 2 to 4 bullets in him. So this clip floating around actually caught the attention of, to be brutally honest, all I know is that his name is Tony Flame. I don't really know what his role is at Treyarch. And we've always kind of known him as the guy that kind of tweets out about the different patches and things that are going on within the game, just because Vonderhaar is not working on multiplayer for Black Ops 4, I guess. I have no fucking idea what's going on with this company, dude, but we need Vonderhaar back. So Tony tweets in reply to somebody that I think tweeted, somebody tweeted at Testy, then Testy replied, then Tony replied to Testy's tweet, but Testy since deleted his tweet. I don't really know what that's all about. So then Tony replied to Testy's tweet and said, snipers have gotten some love as of late. We are discussing increasing their flints to balance out situations where they didn't get the drop. Sucks to get one-shotted while you're emptying a clip into them. Mixed opinions, I'm sure, but it might be the right thing to do. Basically insinuating that they're gonna basically just nerf snipers yet again. So Pomage actually ended up replying to Tony's reply to Testy, and Pomage said, so we're pretending like snipers aren't already at the disadvantage because of no aim assist. Y'all understand how many years of practice it takes to make sniping look unbalanced and unfair in a game where it's already favored towards the regular weapons. Then Tony replied to Pomage and said, this was an exercise in transparency, sharing some hot topics going around the design team here after a week of bare bones, also to give the community a chance to provide feedback. More snipers have migrated to bare bones than usual, so we are working to balance that out. Thank you all. So what I'm collecting from this data is that Treyarch, once again, if you guys remember Black Ops 2, you guys remember that Treyarch they were the ones that nerfed the Ballista and the DSR. They slowed the DSR down to basically only be able to get a 3 fucking piece on screen. All I know is that the DSR was picture perfect at the beginning of Black Ops 2, and Treyarch were the ones that ended up ruining that gun. But they're trying to add flinch to this game, dude. This game doesn't need more flinch. Black Ops 4 is probably the most, head-banging, fucking, flinchy game. They seriously don't need to add flinch to this game. If they're gonna add flinch to the game, they should probably add a perk, maybe, like toughness from Black Ops 2, where it would actually end up reducing the flinch. They can't really do that because that kind of defeats the purpose of what they're trying to do here with the snipers. You guys can't keep fucking with us like this. I get it. I 100% understand, they can only do so much. Because I'm sure that there's a ton of people on Twitter and just anywhere that they can have their voice heard completely bitching and complaining about snipers. Which is totally fine. It's fucking annoying. I'm one of them. I know how irritating it is. I hate playing against other snipers. But these guys need to understand, we are also paying customers too for this fucking game. So it's they can't completely take it away from us. That's not fair. Granted, it's their game, they're gonna do what they want, and Treyarch has literally always been against snipers. The only thing with Call of Duty now is that they cannot make everybody happy. Because snipers are only gonna be happy when the red guns get nerfs, but they're not nerfing red guns. They're completely missing the point that we're trying to make, that red guns are just really fucking stupidly overpowered. Yo, that kid was fucking freaking out. No matter what Call of Duty tries to do, I feel like the community will never be able to come together as a mutual agreement and say, hey, this was a good idea, thank you for changing this, or thank you for doing this, or okay, you guys changed red guns and snipers, now everybody's happy. And like, it's pretty fucking shitty, but at the same time, you have two very different parts of the community. Realistically, three, but this is basically only going to be between two of them. And I say three because you can have the pub stomper slash kind of casual player, and then you can have like the league play hardcore, wants to play like GBs all day type players, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being either one of them. No! No! I thought I was gonna be able to get my shot off, you son of a bitch! If they were for some reason to completely just nerf the snipers and then buff the red guns, I would be losing my fucking shit. Because the last thing this game needs is for the red guns to be more powerful. Which I think is what everybody's afraid of. Which is fine and a completely fair assumption because it's completely probable. It just sounds like something Treyarch would do, where they would just buff the most overpowered weapons in the game and then leave the snipers in the dust for another fucking year. Look, Treyarch, hear me out here, man. Like, when they go through and like, you know, they nerf sniper rifles and they give them this weird little tiny nerfs, like added sway when you scope in, fucking no aim assist, slower guns, more hit markers, less damage. It's like, when you're adding these little things, like, they all add up. So already, when we're playing, like, even MW2, so even when we're playing games like Modern Warfare 2, even though we had aim assist and everything, snipers are still at such a disadvantage because you're still loading one bullet into the chamber, shooting, miss, cock that bitch back, put one more in, you have another shot. That's if you even have enough fucking time to cock it back, put another bullet in the chamber, and fucking force it in again. Then get ready to aim in again and pull the trigger. It's like, that is already such a disadvantage on top of not having any aim assist whatsoever on any single sniper rifle since Black Ops 3. And they want to add flinch. And every other gun does insane damage in this game. Like, no matter what they do to snipers, we're already so far behind. Once again, I'm not the biggest advocate for this game, but I would just hate to see them continue to kill their game because a lot of people are still part of this sniping community. I don't know if I'd even call it a community, but it's like people are still part of this community as snipers. So it's just, it seems almost fucking ridiculous to me, and it almost seems like they'd be shooting themselves in the foot yet again, which they clearly could give two fucks about, because they continually do everything that we don't want them to do, or everything that we suggest that they don't do, or we don't want done. Call of Duty's on its last leg, and they need to do everything to preserve what they have left. Anyway, guys, I'm pretty much done ranting. I've been recording for way too long now, so anyway, let me know if you guys have any comments, constructive words, or anything that can go along with this whole thing with the whole nerfing of sniper rifles. It has been your boy Jinzle. I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Don't forget to answer the question I asked you guys at the beginning of the video. It has been your boy Jinzle. I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Love you guys. Peace out, everybody.